Hello everyone. I have some more artwork to show off for Stranded. I'm on spring break right now, so I have time to make a ton of videos, and I've been working on Stranded a lot more. So I'm gonna try and get at least one video out each day for this 5-day week work day, because I haven't been really doing my one video per week. Well, I've been trying to. I've been a little off, but I'm gonna try and get a ton of videos out this week. So I've already gotten the Discord games part 1 and 2 out yesterday, and today is a Stranded card art reveal. So I've just been drawing a ton over spring break, and it's only the 4th day, and if we count the weekend, so yep, let's just get started. Alright, so we'll start the video off with Lava Walker. Lava Walker is a support card. He's a ferocious, fiery thing inspired by Minecraft Striders. And yeah, Lava Walker looks kind of like a demon. He's not a demon. I'm Christian, so I didn't originally try to make him be a demon, but someone said he looks like a demon, so he's not. He costs 3 hunting coins. No, he has 3 health. He costs 7 hunting coins, so he's very expensive. And his ability is once per turn, if you have gained 7 or more hunting, 7 more fixes in that turn, then you can have any active character or support lose 1 hunger health. So he's like an attacker. And so yeah, that's him. Then we have Nerdy Scientist. Very simple artwork, but I really like it. His ability, he costs 2 hunting coins to play, and he has 1 health. And when you play him, you can free play any one support from your hand. So that could be a Lava Walker, or it could be the next support, Boulderlizer. Boulderlizer costs 10 hunting coins to play, which is a lot, and has 4 health. And when he's defeated, you can free play any of your defeated supports, discard supports, that has 2 or less hunger health. So Lava Walker has 3, so you can't do him, but you can do Nerdy Scientist, activate his ability. And, well, his ability is only when he's cosplayed, not free played. I should specify that. But, yeah. Then we have a buffet card. This is a action buffet rarity card. Buffet means it's like legendary rarity. And you can only have 1 in your deck. And it's an action. So, this is the Ancient Pouch of Poison. When you play it, you can choose any player, any active character. Then your opponent has to roll a die, and whatever they roll, that character loses that much hunger. So you roll a die, you get 5, that character loses 5 hunger health. But they could also only lose 1, and since you can only have 1 of these in your deck, if it only loses 1 or 2, that's not that great, but it can lose like 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is really, really strong card. Then we have another action. I kind of messed up with right here. It looks like it's 2D turning into 3D. It's really wacky, but Spyglass. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put them back in any order. Standard card, just very basic ability. Immunity. This is a feast card, means rare, and it is really strong. So I might even remove it from the game or just change it, but it currently says, until the end of your next turn, you cannot lose hunger health. Your active character cannot lose hunger health. This is really, really powerful. So, because that just is like super strong. Because it just keeps your guy alive for a whole nother turn and 2. So, yeah. And then, so I'm probably going to have to nerf this. But then we have the new Stranded to replace Sheltered Cave. Vicious Volcano. I really like its artwork. And Vicious Volcano is a volcano, and as you can see, and Lava Walker lives in Vicious Volcano, and the stranded animal in my Stranded Animal cards reveal, now there's a new Stranded, there needs to be a new Stranded Animal for Vicious Volcano, is Volcanic Vulture. I have not drawn it yet, but I have given it its ability, so it's in my Discord. Vicious Volcano says that at the end of every player's turn, that player has to roll a dice. If they get a 6, then their active character loses 1 hunger health. Then the player that would take their turn next must discard the top card of their deck. Then the player who takes their turn next after that would they would have to remove one of their supports. If they cannot remove a support, then their boat loses 4 fixes. So this is really strong. Like, basically it just stays dormant, and then if someone rolls a 6, it erupts, and the next that player and the next 2 all suffer consequences from that. So it's an interesting. It's not. I'll have to see. I'll have to build strategies around it, but I don't know how I could make strategies around it. Except the stranded animal is just super strong. Basically, it says this erupts, but it skips over your turn, so really good. Then we have meat. This card was removed, but then so originally there was 2 cards that were pretty similar: corn and meat. Corn gave you gave your active character 1 extra hunger health, healed it 1, and meat restored it by 2. But restoring it by 2 was really strong, so I removed meat, but then I just replaced corn with meat. So now meat only gives you 1, and corn is no longer a card. So I really like this card. It's just very simple. Then we have one of my favorite cards I've made so far, Hunting Expedition. These 3 guys with a spear, knives, and a bow and arrow. And Hunting Expedition is an action card, and it's a bit confusing how I worded it originally, so I'm going to have to change it. But currently, it says, discard your hand, minimum of 2 cards. This does not mean you can have a 5-card hand. Let me see. I'll use these cards. That does not mean you can have a big hand like this, and then be like, okay, I'm only going to discard 2 cards. You have to discard the entire hand, but minimum 2, meaning you can't have only a 1-card hand and just discard your entire hand being 1 card. So it's a bit confusing. Basically, yeah, so you can't you have to discard your entire hand, but you can not only discard your hand cannot be 1 card and you play this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, Chaos Galaxy cards. Yep, just gonna flex that I have those because yep. And then we have horses, which is an action card. It's very standard. I'm really bad at drawing animals, so here's my horrible drawing of a horse. It says draw a card and your active character gains 1 hunger health. Very, very standard. It's basically a better version of meat. So, yeah. Then we have Snowstorm. This set is an action card. When you play it, all active characters lose 2 hunger health. Empty Plate. This card, I don't know. I might remove it just because it kind of slows the game down and doesn't really add anything to the game. But originally, and currently, because I haven't changed it yet, but a deck has to have 1 copy of Empty Plate. And Empty Plate does nothing. It's just a blank card. You can't play it. It just stays in your hand, and you can discard it with card effects. That like in my previous video where I showed off cards, my set 1 card reveal. There's a dynamite that says discard a card from your hand. So that's where you could use this. But this is just so pointless. But originally it was being like, you have to have it because eventually you'll like run out of food. So you'll be like, oh no, and then you can't play any cards and stuff. But it just slows the game down. So we'll have to see whether I keep it in the game or not. Then we have Time Loop, which says when your turn ends, take another turn. This could cause some. I feel like this could cause some paradoxes. I don't know how. I just feel like it could. With stuff saying like, I don't know. I just feel like it could. It seems like a card that would. So. Then we have Gift from God, which just says draw 2 cards. Very simple. Amnesia. Again, it's like Time Loop. It could cause some, and maybe just like Time Loop and Amnesia are both give you a lot of control over the game. So Amnesia says 1 player of your choice cannot play cards until your next turn. So this just allows you to both of these. This gives you another turn, and this controls your opponents what they can do, and by what they can do I mean they can do nothing. So I feel like these would just allow you to control what is happening, which I mean that sounds kind of fun, but if it's just like you're never letting your opponents do anything, that would get boring fast. Then we have Fishing, which says all players gain 3 hunger, the opposite of Snowstorm pretty much. All active characters gain 3 hunger. So Infasana is a support, and it says only once when one of your opponent's characters would gain hunger health, Instead, one of your supports gains that much. Really, really powerful. Your opponent, let me see, do I have a character? Yeah, your opponent heals their sand. This isn't a character, this is a support. Oh, I'll show off this alternate artwork of Magical Merchant, Shady Merchant. Anyway, your opponent heals Shady Merchant, Magical Merchant. Your opponent heals his hunger health because he's about to be killed, and you activate Emphasis ability and instead heal your Lava Walker, which just healed you and robbed your opponent of the healing they would have provided. And then we have Supply Chest, which is the only form of revival of cards that are not supports so far in the game, which says shuffle all players shuffle one of their discarded cards into the deck. And that's all the cards I have. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to try and get like 3 more videos out this week. Hopefully a Polytopia battle video, but we'll have to see. Join my Discord if you're not. Subscribe if you're not. And yeah, have a good day.